Hi there. In this video we will be taking a look at a PeakTech coating thickness meter. As you might know, we replaced one of the family cars with a Ford C-Max, and I realized part of it was repainted, probably because of a deep gouge on the side of it or a scratch or something like that. So I'm hoping this will allow me to figure out how much of the car was actually repainted and how well, maybe, we'll see. Anyways, so yeah, and before getting into this, thanks PeakTech for supporting the channel for so long. This is the first video from 2024, so Happy New Year to everybody. And also first video being filmed on the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra that is replacing my beloved Huawei P30 Pro that basically had its batteries begin to fail, focus begin to fail, and the nail in the coffin was audio beginning to fail, not only when recording video but also during phone calls. So yeah, hopefully this is an upgrade also in terms of video quality, but remains to be seen. The P30 Pro was still a decent phone and still is to this moment, so big shoes to fill for the S23 Ultra, and I already know the fingerprint reader is worse than on the P30 Pro, so yeah, we'll see. Anyway, so let's get into this. How do we actually not open it? Let's see, do we have any info? No, we don't really have. Okay. I have no idea what this means, so we'll see. Oh, so it has a nice little case in here. That's actually pretty cool, with some opposing latches so they cannot come undone easily. What are these? There's an order to close this one first and this one second. Okay, I don't know, maybe. Okay, we have the sponge to keep everything safe. Some of you might recognize this, the younger in the audience might not. Back in the day, these were really cool little CDs. So when you had a software on a CD that did not fill the whole big CD, you would use something like this. And yeah, I like them a lot. Why use a bigger medium if it's not necessary? They play normally in any CD unit. Factory calibration, so that's great. Manual, USB, it's mini USB. Batteries, as always with PeakTech. I check batteries by weight, honestly. It's if the weight behind them is decent, yeah, most likely they are decent batteries, and these have what you would expect in weight from a good battery. I have no clue what we have here. I wasn't expecting anything like this. So let's see. Ooh, so maybe this is some calibration stuff. Or maybe you can put something in front of it so you can measure its thickness. I'm just guessing. We will be reading the manual, but first let's take a look at the tool. Nice. Rubber, or actually I think it's more silicone-like. I have no clue how the image is on this. I hope it's, from what I see on the screen, the color of this is correct. This is almost correct. It's a bit more greenish than, it does not really have this blue tint to it that you see. But overall, yes, the colors seem really good and the focus seems much smoother than on the P30 Pro. So yeah, I hope the sound is also good on the P30 Pro. I think it was a good sound. So yeah, in this video we will be also checking how well this behaves. Oh, and the close-ups are really nice with this. Yeah, and it... Whoa. Okay. Yeah, daughters. This is a good upgrade. Sorry, just it's a side note because yeah, first video with this phone. And here is what that looks like, a ruby, doesn't it? Or maybe some other type of crystal, like in watch crystals. Maybe those are rubies also. Anyway, nice tool, but I have no clue how to use it. That will never stop us from powering on and only then reading the manual. Ta-na-na-na. Ooh. So this is a dot matrix display. This is not just a simple dumb display. This is a more advanced one. Man, I love how the image looks on the screen itself and how quick the focus is. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, well, I think this is one of the tools that I have no clue how to use just from looking at the buttons and from what I get in here. So let's take out the menu. As always, from the middle we can find English in the manual. This is the resolution and it's quite decent for what this tool needs to be doing. Yeah, it does have auto power off, and I've heard it power off by itself. It will beep a few times and then shut off. Low battery indication. When the battery is low, you need to replace the battery or the readings will not be reliable. And it has USB data acquisition, so you can save the readings, up to 80 readings to the computer. Obviously it can be calibrated, and it has group modes. So I think if you are a sort of manufacturer for something, you can compare batches of your product to see if you have a reliable process. But yeah, that's a bit too much for what I need to do with the tool. So the tool is smarter than my use case, obviously. Principle of measurement, so it can measure on ferrous surfaces with F-type probe and non-ferrous with N-type probe, which obviously are built into it. And yes, these are for calibration. This is a ferrous material, basically it has iron in it, and this is non-ferrous aluminum. And these are various thicknesses of material which we can use, put on top of this to see if the calibration is okay at the moment and we can continue as is, or if we need to recalibrate. For me, for what I need to be reading, it's for sure okay, because I don't need to be that precise. I just need to see the difference from the side that I don't know how much it was painted and the side that for sure it was not painted, it's the original paint. Here is a bit more info. I will leave it on auto, so I will not change it to ferrous or non-ferrous, so it will decide by itself. For measurement units, micrometers, millimeters and mils, I literally did not know what it is. I heard this term in the past, and I think it's thousandths of an inch, maybe. That would make sense at a point. We also have them right here, as you can see, in resolution and accuracy. This is what we can measure, so in micrometers from 0 to 1300, so up to 1.3 millimeters. and it's valid for both magnetic and non-magnetic materials with which are measured with eddy currents, and for magnetic induction. So yeah, there's that. For the radius, if the surface is convex, it can be 1.5 millimeters, so quite small, that's okay radius. And if it's concave, yeah, it needs to be at least 25 millimeter radius, because otherwise this just does not have enough room to go in there and measure. And the minimum diameter of the surface that you're measuring, 6 millimeters. And minimum thickness of substrate for magnetic, it's 0.5 millimeters. Thickness of the sheet, for example, like this, although this is thicker, this is at least 1 millimeter, I think. And for eddy currents, basically this one, it can be thinner, 0.3 millimeters. Measuring rate 2 times per second, and these are the temperatures for operating from 0 to plus 30, size and weight. Here a bit more info. And for basic measurement steps, if your battery is okay, you basically put this thing on it, measure, and then when it beeps, quickly take it out. And when you power it on, be at least 5 centimeters from any magnetic or ferrous or non-ferrous material. So there's that. We will be doing that. 3 ranks of instability. I'm thinking that yeah, you should keep it quite okay, not wiggle it, because probably then it's not moving. It's not, it is moving, it's not reading properly, but we'll see about those. From any metals, 5 centimeters, as you can see there. Yes, this actually does have a menu. I don't think we will need to be playing in it. Measure mode, single or continuous. You just don't raise it, and then from time to time it will measure, and you just move the probe along. And this is where this comes in, because this will not wear out. If it were just plastic or something like that, it will wear out in no time, but this jewel right there will not wear out. Okay, group mode. This is the advanced feature. Statistics, probe mode, we will be leaving it on auto mode. You can recall, delete measurements, obviously. You can set high and low alarms. So basically, in a factory, let's say you measure something, okay, then it will alarm, oh, this is not okay. Backlight, yep, we saw that. Connect it to a PC. And the software is obviously in here. Auto power off, yep, we know that. Accuracy, calibration if you need it. More calibration. For shot blasted surfaces, yeah, you need to figure this out to get your thickness, because that surface is uneven. So yeah, nothing that this can do about it. You need to calculate it. Good with that. Now let's test with this, which should be 1006 micrometers, plus minus 1%, even this. Yeah, we are close enough. Let's move it on to the aluminum. Yeah, I think we are good. Let's take something else, something thinner, 50 micrometers. I think we are close enough to what we need. Should I try to calibrate it? Will I do more harm than good? Let me check the manual again. Maybe I will try to calibrate it. Hopefully I don't get it even worse. You know what? Let's do this. What can go wrong? Yeah. Light on off. With light on, backlight, it will consume more power, which is obvious. And if you want, you long press this. I did get it wrong. It's the correct key, but you just short press it. I don't know why I'm used to long pressing for menus. Recall, browse, options, limit, calibration. Yeah, here you can set limits. Oh, did I get out of the menu? I did get out of the menu. High limit, low limit, back. Calibration, what does it say? Zero calibration. Okay. Yeah, we can do that in a moment. But wanted to show you how to change the measurement, group mode, probe mode, unit. The units. Okay, and you can also change the language. What's in application? Car paint. Ha 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 ha. Select it. Oh, isn't? Yeah, it selected it. Okay, so that's actually quite cool. Unit settings, micrometers, mils and millimeters. Yeah, we are sticking to micrometers. Yeah, that throws us way back. Calibration. But what if I directly press calibration? Okay, let's see with zero calibration. Okay, zero calibration. Clear magnetic. So this is clear magnetic iron. Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, wait, are you sure to do that? Wait. I think I just deleted the calibration, didn't I? Let's see. Now let's try and calibrate it. Our calibration is gone. I showed you it's not there anymore. So press long calibration. Actually, not press long. Damn it, it's confusing, this calibration, honestly. I don't think you should be doing it unless you are getting really weird readings. Press calibration, and now after one beep I should lift it, and it says to have an X somewhere. I don't have an X. And then it says to hold this to zero it. No, because I don't have an X. So somehow this is not waiting to be calibrated. It's not, I don't know how to say that. If I hold it more, nope, no X anywhere, and this is still not working. So one beep, two beeps, still no X anywhere. If I go back, we have the same reading, so it's not calibrated. But if I do this, no, long press it, not short press it, you have zero right there written. So it's zero. Now I go to, oh no, I need to get out of zero. Go to calibration. You have zero right there still written. And get out of calibration. Let it read. If you see a weird reading, let it read again and maybe move it a little bit, and it should. No, I think I'm just getting the wrong angle. I don't have anything on this, but when I have a weird reading, probably I'm not getting the correct angle on this. So in theory, you can now shut it off. do whatever you want. I don't see a 0 anywhere, so I don't think I just zeroed it out, because if I don't enter the calibration mode when I restart it, it forgets that it was zeroed out. But if I enter it as I showed you, it's still 0. So now let's try with the 498. Yeah, 553, 536, let it read more. So close enough, in my opinion. Let's try with the 98. Oh, almost got two of them at the same time by mistake. 103, quite close to the 98. So we are calibrated. In here I can shut it off, I can do whatever I want, it's still calibrated. Let it read more than once. When you see weird values, maybe move it. Hey, we were calibrated, weren't we? Ah, did I? Nah, maybe I was close to this when I repowered it on. You need to be 5 centimeters further away. Yeah, I was too close to this. So that shows you another thing. If you are getting weird errors or weird values, maybe you were too close to a metal when you powered it on. Anyway, but now let's test on aluminum. Yeah, that's not a 0, is it? So it's about more or less 22. Or actually no, it's about... Was I far enough? Does it matter that I measured something ferrous and now I'm switching to this without powering off? I don't know if it matters or not. Yeah, so about here, let's say we want to calibrate this. Let's try and zero it. So I zero. And if now I long press this and get out of the zeroing and shut it off, it will not remember anything. Just look at this. Or did it? It did remember it. More or less. It's quite close enough. Doesn't seem to be as exact on aluminum as it is on ferrous. No, it did remember it, but it's not. We are not zero, and I didn't even enter calibration this time. Is this okay still? Yeah, this is still okay. Let's test 50 on here. Yeah, close enough to 50. Let's test 1006. Yeah, it's so and I can power it off. You know, the weird readings that I was getting, I was without even realizing, I was trying to point this a bit towards you to see better. Just look at this. Let it start to read. Do you see this? So it needs to be perpendicular to the material to get the correct reading. Okay, so I'm just checking how thick the paint should be. So from 100 to 180 microns, 4 to 7 mils. And yes, 1 mil is 1,000 of an inch. Now let's start to measure. On the driver's side door. So I know for a fact that this here was damaged because this is not rounded nicely. So I think there's a bit of filler or something in here. Wait, what? Yeah. So from here to the metal it's actually more than 1.3 millimeters. There's filler in here because it cannot even do a reading. Yep. There's a lot of filler in here. here not so much. So exactly where I saw the damage, there's a lot of filler in this area. You can see it's not a normal curve, it has an indentation in here. So my guess was correct. Let's see here. Ooh, here we don't have that much, here also not that much. Yeah, so this area was hit quite badly. Let's check more. Nope, but it was repainted because the paint is thicker than the rest of the car. Let's see the door. Yeah, still thick paint. But not filler. This seems to be normal thickness. So this door was not damaged. Only front. Actually, you can even see some weirdness. Something got caught in the paint. So this door was done. You can see it here. This was not. Let's see in here. Rear. A bit thicker also, but not dramatically thicker, so could be okay. So yeah, the problem with this car was in this area only, which for me is quite okay. And now that I know this, I can actually see a color difference between this and these two, which are normal, and this is repainted. And let's check this thing to see if the damage was only on the surface of the door or the car got damaged worse. Nope, this is a thin layer. This was not touched. This is original, because I will also check on the other side to make sure that it's the same value. So checking the other side, it's okay. This is about the same thickness as on the side that was impacted. So if they are the same, means it's kind of factory. No, it's low thickness, as the most of the body that does not seem to be in direct condition, like doors, bonnet and stuff like that. The rest of the body has thinner paint on it, and it's the same all over, so it was not impacted. Just cosmetic damage, which from my part is okay. So that's about it for this tool. Really important, when you power it on, don't be closer than 5 centimeters to any sort of metal, and also keep it straight when measuring. And the calibration, try the one in the manual. If it doesn't work for you like it didn't work for me, try the one that I showed by only using the 0 button. Seems to be holding and working just right. More or less, if I could actually manage to keep this thing straight. That's the important thing, to keep it straight. It might not look straight on the video, because this camera is a wider angle than the Huawei P30 Pro was, so it might deform a bit at the edges of the image, but yeah. That's about that. Thank you very much, PeakTech, for sending this tool in. For me, it's great news, because now I know that the car doesn't have a significant damage on it, and I actually learned how to check cars even for friends when they buy them, or after they bought them, although you want to know stuff like this before you buy it. So yeah, there's that, but awesome little tool. So again, thanks. Hope this video helps you, in which case please give it a like, check out my other videos, and as always, see you in the next one. And if there's any info about the calibration, it will be in the first pinned comment and in the description. See ya. Happy New Year. Bye bye.